Good evening, Jayhawks. I'm Jack.
And I'm Tommy.
And I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday evening. It's midterms week. Hope you guys are doing well. If not, it's not too early to start studying for finals. Next week is spring break, so that's pretty exciting. Tommy, you got any plans for spring break?
I'm going over to Hawaii and then island hopping from there. So there's no real set plan. We're just kind of getting there and hitting a beach, hopefully. That's the goal. Yeah,
I'm sure you'll be able to find a few beaches over there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you are a big sports guy, but yesterday was a huge day in sports. Bam Adebayo dropped 83 points. He beat Kobe Bryant's record. I guess it's a second place record for 81 points. Kobe scored that back in 2006. Mm-hmm. But Bam did a little bit different. He had 43 free throws, which would be the most in the game. So it was a little bit less interesting than Kobe's, in my opinion. But it was pretty interesting. But how about that weather yesterday?
Rough, and it's been rough. There was a tornado warning for a little bit in eastern Kansas City. But after that, it kind of just was a little bit south of us.
And if you guys aren't from Kansas, this is basically every Kansas year when it is trying to transition to spring.
Yeah, the weather just the temperature also just jumps everywhere.
Right, you'll have a 74 degree day yesterday
and woke up and it was like 40 today.
40 and raining, and then tomorrow I'm sure will be 80 degrees and beautiful. But you just got to take advantage of the nice days. Anyways, yesterday, Team USA lost in the World Baseball Classic to Team Italy. That's right. Italy has a baseball team. Granted, it's not made up of actually native-born Italians. It is American Italians. But nonetheless, we lost. We're down 8-0. We came back, lost 6-8. And today, Italy will play Mexico. And this is interesting to all of you United States baseball fans because if Italy, throw up the scenario, guys. This is a pretty interesting one. If Italy beats Mexico, both Italy and the United States are in. If Mexico wins versus Italy and scores 5 or more runs, then Mexico and the United States are in.
Wow.
And if Mexico wins versus Italy and scores 4 or less runs, then it'll be Mexico and Italy advancing to the knockout round. That's based off of how many runs you give up. It's a little bit different for each tournament, each sport, but I thought that was pretty interesting. So that game's at 6 p.m. tonight. So if you guys want to go over there, I think it's on CBS. I'm not 100% sure, but it's on one of the big networks. KU basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught the K-State game.
I was actually there passing out newspapers. But I believe we won, and it looked to be a landslide, if I recall.
It was a pretty good win.
Yeah.
Sunflower Showdown, we usually win that one in basketball, especially at home. But we will play tomorrow, as you'll hear later on sports, against the winner of Oklahoma State and TCU. I don't know if you've seen the Big 12 court.
No.
That's been up. Big controversy, especially from the K-State players. That is not what a normal basketball court looks like. It's an LED basketball court, and players are complaining that it's a little bit slippery and the lights are distracting.
Yeah.
So I think they are going to hopefully switch back to just hardwood.
Yeah.
What else you got for me, Tommy? Give me something fun.
Something fun. Okay. Oh Lord. Something fun.
Something fun.
Something fun.
I love it. We're going to go over to Maddie now, who's going to be interviewing the Rock Chalk Revue world champion. So let's go over there. Thanks, guys.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to another broadcast. Today I have with me Abby Lewis. She is one of the directors of the winning Rock Chalk Revue overall best show this year. And I'm just going to ask her a couple questions. So, Abby, what exactly is RCR?
Rock Chalk Revue is a philanthropic organization where we have fraternities and sororities pair up and write a musical. Basically, there's an audition process. There's 11 groups going into the auditions, and then after that, 5 groups get in and eventually get to perform their show for the lead center stage. If you're one of those 5 groups, you recruit 50 individuals from both houses combined, and you put on this full production. And the ultimate goal is to raise money for this year. It was the Ballard Foundation, which helps underserved families in Lawrence. And this year we raised $80,000, which beat our $60,000 we won last year. And in addition to being one of the largest student-run philanthropic organizations in the country, it is a great way to make friends, everlasting connections, and really have a individual KU experience.
Yeah. It's super fun. If you didn't catch it, it was 2 weeks ago, last Saturday. Super fun. What was your role in Rock Chalk Revue?
Yeah, so my role this year, I was the leading lady, kind of, in addition to helping to write the show, picking the theme, the songs, rewriting the songs. We actually directed and acted in said musical. So my big role was mainly tackling singing and script writing, and this has kind of been my role for the past 3 years. This is going to be not going to be. This is sadly my last year, my third year directing. So I'm a senior this year, and I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Theta, the sorority, and this is my third year of directing for Theta. And this year we were with Delt, so we did a great job, and it was awesome. Yeah.
Why did you want to be a part of Rock Chalk Revue?
Yeah, so in high school I was super involved in singing. I did show choir, voice lessons, piano, anything musical, I was probably doing it. So when I got to college, it was kind of a weird transition of like, where am I going to creatively show myself and like do music, I guess, when that's not the major that I went into, and there's really no great way of getting involved if you're not either kind of doing a music minor or whatever that may be. So when I heard of Rock Chalk Revue through my big, she was a director, I decided I was going to apply to direct, even though I had never been a part of the show, been in the cast, which I never was a part of the cast, only the director, but through, I guess, my big, she told me, and I helped them with their audition process their freshman year, and I went on to direct sophomore, junior, and senior year.
So cool, yeah. I know you kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but what is kind of the process like when you're setting up a show? Like, how long does that take? What goes into that? Like, just talk us through that.
Yeah, so we get paired in April. So in a couple months or 1 or 2 months, Theta will be paired with a fraternity going forward. So you start in April and you meet your other directors. From there, you kind of spend the summer working and developing a theme of what you think you want your show to be. And then whenever you get back for your next year, you have weekly deadlines. So your first deadline would be, say, what is your show theme? Then you have songs next week. Then you rewrite the songs, you have a script. So there's a very nice kind of outline of how you're supposed to put a show together to maximize your potential of getting into the show. And then along the way, we also have recordings. So we go to a recording studio and record the songs professionally. We have an oral audition where we go and audition 5 minutes of our show for a panel of alumni and judges who ultimately judge us, and then notebook reveals, and then also within there's priority contests where we do raise money for that philanthropy. So there's a Venmo wars where each group kind of tries to raise as much money as they can, and whichever group wins that contest, they get priority in choosing their songs, because a lot of times there's overlap between the groups of like they want the same song. And then whenever you're in the show, if you do get the opportunity to put the show on, you start right as soon as second semester starts, and Maddie's been a part of our cast for 2 years now, so she knows that it's an everyday thing. You're there every single day without fail, and then the week before you're there for like 7 hours a day. It's really fun. It kind of gets exhausting. But leading up, there's kind of a lot of small things that happen. It's a really time-consuming process. And for the directors, you get to know them very, very well. All the Delts, they kind of feel like brothers to me now, and then all my Theta directors, best friends and sisters. So it's a special experience.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I have one last question for you. What do you think is your favorite memory from this past year?
I would say winning is probably my favorite, although, I mean, so much more goes into that, because, I mean, we had extra practices, our everyday practices, and if everyone, you know, kind of just giving it their all and giving it their everything. And a lot of times for a lot of these guys and girls, this is their first time going to Rock Chalk Revue, even knowing what it is, let alone acting and dancing and like going full out. So in addition to winning, which made everything even so much more fun, just seeing the character development of every single cast member is truly heartwarming. Like, my heart grows multiple sizes every time, because I'm like, there's this guy who was so against it in the beginning, and by the end they're like, I want to direct maybe. And that is just so awesome to see, like, whenever you give someone something that they may or may not want to do and they love it so much, just like trying new things, it's so special. And also just making friends with everyone. I'm sure you can also attest, being in a sorority, there's so many girls, and it's really hard to get to know everyone. And whenever you're a part of Rock Chalk Revue, you get to know so many girls in different member classes, whether that be freshman, senior, and like you're bonded with them on a different level than just like, oh, I'm in their sorority. So
yeah. Anything else you'd like to add?
If you know anyone who is a part of an organization that would like to be the next beneficiary for Rock Chalk Revue, reach out to the Rock Chalk Revue exec board or the lead center, because it switches every 3 years, and that was the third year of the Ballard Center. So yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Thank you
Abby.
for having me on.
Yes, of course.
Welcome back, I'm Livia.
And I'm Reagan. Here's today's Good Evening KU News Update. Homeland Security Kristi Noem was fired by President Donald Trump last Thursday. Noem is the first cabinet secretary to leave the Trump administration during his second term. The announcement came just after Noem spent 2 days being questioned by Congress lawmakers about her leadership. Noem will be replaced by Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin, but will need to be confirmed by the Senate in order to permanently take on the role. If confirmed, Mullin will advise President Trump on a wide variety of security issues, be in charge of the Coast Guard and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and have a large role in counterterrorism, aviation security, and cybersecurity.
Faculty and students at KU will soon vote on whether they have confidence in Chancellor Douglas A. Girod, and with concerns growing about the university's finances and ongoing disputes with the faculty union, United Academics of the University of Kansas. The vote was organized by faculty governance leaders after contract negotiations about salaries and other provisions were stalled. Some KU faculty criticized the proposed raises as being too small and questioned university spending on athletics, especially with new rules allowing schools to directly pay their athletes beginning to take effect. This vote is intended to measure whether the campus community still trusts its administration to manage the university during these financial and labor tensions.
Australia has granted asylum to 5 of the players from the Iranian women's national football team, who were in the country for the AFC Women's Asian Cup when the conflict in Iran began. Those women were moved to a secure location and given humanitarian visas after requesting protection. While the rest of the team chose to return to their home, the situation drew attention from worldwide after the players chose to remain silent during Iran's national anthem, creating speculation about a possible protest. Public protests in Australia and pressure from U.S. President Donald Trump urged the government to help the athletes, while the Iranian government officials insisted the women would be safe if they returned.
The Kansas City International Airport was evacuated on Sunday morning out of precaution after a bomb threat was reported in a parking garage. During an investigation, FBI and local law enforcement members were on site to verify the threat, but reported that it was not credible. According to FlightAware, a total of 127 flights were delayed and 2 were canceled due to the evacuation, which was lifted about 2 hours later. A city spokesperson later indicated that added measures are now being considered to prevent future occurrences.
3 members of KU men's basketball team have earned all Big 12 awards this season. Forward Flory Badunga was awarded Defensive Player of the Year, ranking 2nd in the nation in blocks per game. Fan favorite Melvin Council Jr. won Newcomer of the Year, finishing his first regular season as a Jayhawk with 13.4 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 5.2 assists per game. Finally, freshman phenomenon Darren Peterson was selected for the all-freshman team after averaging 19.9 points a game, even after only playing 20 of the team's 31. In addition, Badunga was nominated for the All-Big 12 First Team and All-Defensive Team, while Council Jr. was named to the conference's Honorable Mention Team, and Peterson found himself selected as a member of the All-Big 12 Second Team.
That's all for the news. Now over to Gunnar with more on sports.
Thanks, Livia. The men's basketball team finished 3rd place in the Big 12, meaning that the Jayhawks will get a double bye in the conference tournament. The Jayhawks will begin play tomorrow night against the winner of tonight's TCU and Oklahoma State game. Tip-off is scheduled for 8:30 p.m. The women's team bowed out of the conference tournament with 1 loss and 1 win. After defeating UCF in the first round, KU could not hang with Colorado in the second round. The Jayhawks are expected to get a bid in the WBIT and would then host a first-round game next Thursday in Allen Fieldhouse. The baseball team is currently 10-6 overall with today's loss to TCU. The game was suspended last night because of lightning, but the Horned Frogs held off a ninth-inning rally to win the game 9-4. Kansas will travel to Lubbock for a 3-game series with Texas Tech starting on Friday. The softball team swept Utah State last weekend, outscoring the Aggies by a count of 39-3. KU is now 18-7 overall and will begin conference play this weekend at Houston. The 3-game series is scheduled for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on ESPN+. For her efforts, freshman Ella Boyer was named Big 12 Freshman of the Week. Boyer went 6 for 12 at the plate, hitting 3 home runs in over 4 games last week. My apologies. The honor comes the week after Jalea Davis won her 9th straight Big 12 Freshman of the Week for women's basketball. That's it for sports. After the break, I'll be the host for the game. Stay tuned.
KU supports community, creativity, Kansas. The University of Kansas provides statewide medical outreach, first responder training, cybersecurity protection, childhood development support, and economic gains amounting to over $7 billion every year. Every day, Kansas Jayhawks serve the world by creating a better future. The world is safer, healthier, stronger because of what KU creates.
Good evening, KU really wants you to recycle. Welcome, guys. We're going to be playing a game here now. It's a game of Would You Rather. I have all my contestants next to me. I'm going to point one way. I got my questions ready. I'm going to point one way. They're going to go that way for what their answer is. They're going to go the other way for what their answer is. All right. Are we ready, guys? Yep. I can't really see the questions, but that's all right. We're going to roll with it. All right. There we go. Would you rather take a road trip with friends or fly somewhere new? What do we think, guys? This way is going to be fly somewhere new over this way, and then this is going to be road trip with your friends. What do we think, guys? Okay. All right. Okay. I forgot which way I pointed. What was this one?
Road trip with our friends.
Now, why'd we choose that? What's good about a road trip with your friends?
A 12-hour road trip feels like 30 minutes. If you're with your friends, good music, good conversation. I love it.
Where's a dream road trip you would go with your friends if that's where you were going?
Oh, probably like somewhere in Colorado, somewhere I can hike. That would be really fun.
There we go. There we go. I love it. All right. Let's see what we got here next. We're going to have, I think I missed a question. There we go. Would you rather have a terrible sunburn on your first day of vacation or have it rain the whole time you're there? This way is going to be rain the whole time you're there. This is terrible sunburn. Okay, wow. We got a lot of terrible sunburns. Why is that?
It'll turn tan.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, we got a little positive thing out of it. No, that works. That works. All right. So we got next year. All right. Would you rather party all night or sleep in all day and relax? This is going to be party. This is relax. Wow, party people. Party people. Okay, I'm actually I've come to you a lot. I am interested in this relax. What does your perfect relaxation day look like?
Just sleeping.
Just sleeping.
Sleeping and eating ice cream.
There we go. There we go. And now the party scene. What's better about partying than just staying in and relaxing?
I mean, we're in college, so why not?
You can sleep all the time.
You can sleep all the time, but you can't party all the time.
Wow, I love that answer. There we go. There we go. I'll stand over here too. Okay, let's see what we got next. Would you rather lose your wallet or lose your luggage? This way is going to be luggage. This way is going to be wallet. Wow. All right. We just got one. Why is that opposed to,
Well, there's always Apple Pay. So
there is always
you're
Apple
fine.
Pay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Okay. I love it. All right. We got next here. Would you rather plan every activity or just go with the flow? What kind of people do we got here? This is like a type A, type B kind of question here. This way is going to be go with the flow. This way, plan everything. Okay. What's this go with the flow mindset? What do we got going on?
I kind of see myself as a chiller. I can always just go with the flow.
Yeah.
It's kind of in the saying, but yeah, I mean, I'll let other people plan for it. Then I can't get disappointed, and neither can they because they planned it.
Exactly. We just got a chill fella. We got chill fellas here. All right. What do we got next? We got, would you rather document everything on social media or go offline the whole trip? This way is going to be social media, and this way offline. Me too, guys. All right. Yeah. I mean, what's some thoughts? Who haven't I talked to yet? What's some thoughts there? We'll talk to our guest.
I think I would say go offline because a lot of times social media, it gives me anxiety of like, oh, people think I'm doing this, this, and this. So it would actually make it more fun if we were not on our phones because you don't have other people's perceptions of what you're doing affecting what you're doing. So.
Dude, this is insightful. All right. Would you rather have flip-flops that squeak loud or sunglasses that are way too big? This will be sunglasses, flip-flops. Okay, yeah. I mean, what's the thought process behind that?
I mean, I already wear big sunglasses, so it doesn't really bother me. Right. And I mean, if you're at the pool all day, your flip-flops are gonna squeak. So.
I feel like squeaky flip-flops that gives me blisters. So
oh, that too.
Just thinking sunglasses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you could make a fashion statement with that too. I guess both. You could. All right. Would you rather camp under the stars or stay in a fancy hotel? This will be fancy hotel here, camp here. Wow. Oh, I thought wow. Okay. Now, why is that? Why is that, guys?
I hate camping. There's no bathroom. There's no shower.
Bears.
Yeah.
There's
scary.
bears. Yeah.
I'll be safe in the hotel.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. You can get like a 5-star.
I'll leave it to my ancestors to camp. I'll stay in the hotel.
And there's a lot of planning that goes in camping, and this is just a chill guy, All right. Well, that looks like that's the end of my slideshow here. We're gonna leave it off. This is the last thing we're doing today. We're not gonna see you next Wednesday, but the following after that, we're gonna have some fun spring break stuff going on. It's gonna be great. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.